Just gotta go. Okay. All right. So, welcome to the stream today. Really excited for having you back on the stream. 3 days today, I think we had a schedule for the stream, but some reason or for some reason we couldn't take it off. So, unfortunately, we couldn't have that stream. But hey, we are back today to be able to go through and look at a few things we need to put ourselves into and understand so we can pass the examination. I see some of you guys joining. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. We are live on where else? TikTok. And we are also in Google or Microsoft Teams as well. So we are going to be sharing our thoughts on some few things that you need to understand to put you in the position for the July 2026 examination. And I'm also going to be answering any questions that you have. I'm going to give you some strategies on how to structure out your study plan, subject combination, topic arrangement, key fundamental issues you must understand in respect of some of the subjects to really put you up and get you into the preparation for the July 2026 examination. Our live lectures for the exam will officially begin on Monday, that is 6th of April 2026, and we are going to be running for 12 weeks into the July 2026 examination as we take you through the journey and help you to have an understanding of the various things that you need to look out for when it comes to the examination. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section or the chat for me, and I'm going to be providing you with some answers. And also remember to share the video. Let us reach as many students as possible watching the stream and also watching the playback in respect of that. For those of you who are on Microsoft Teams with me, you can still put your questions in the chat, or you can raise your hand, the raise your hand emoji or reaction button, and then I'll be able to bring you up so you can ask your questions and we can get excited into the discussion. Now, the elephant in the room, the ICAG March 2026 examination, it's going to come. All right. So technically, we were expecting the results to be released maybe around last week, Friday, in that case. But hey, they are working on a few things that they have to work on to make sure that everything is done well. So the results will be released. I mean, we are told that it will be released at least by the end of this week. So if not this evening, maybe any moment from now or tomorrow evening, before you go for the Easter break, you are going to be seeing the outcome of your results, and then you can make a decision about what you are going to be doing in the July 2026 examination. So, hey, just stay tight. The results are just around the corner. So relax. It's going to be here pretty soon. And then you'll be able to check your results and make a decision about what has to be done next in respect of that. So results to be released any moment before your Easter break, all other things being equal, to help you to pass the examination. Now, let me quickly run you through a few things that you have to be mindful of, as some of you have enrolled in our courses. So it is important, although you have a video to this, it is important I walk you through this quickly, then we can get excited into the discussion. And so this is our brochure that discusses everything about the Nhyira premium brand. I'm just going to be highlighting, we've shared this with you already, so I'm just going to be highlighting a few things here. Then you can really have an understanding in respect of that. Now, when you come to our mentorship program, we identify that and realize that people are busy, professionals. You have a lot of things that you are supposed to do at your disposal. You are working, you're a family person. For instance, today I had a call with a gentleman who was like, hey, Nhyira, I'm a banker. I have a lot on my plate, but can I write 5 papers? And I'm like, hey, That's too much. I mean, 5 papers, so we have to be realistic. So it's important you know the number of subjects, your timing, and everything. And so we wrap it up. Instead of 5 papers, he's preparing to write rather 2 papers, because it is better to write just a paper and pass it and proceed with the next one, rather than to have a lot of things at your disposal and then struggle to pass the examination. And so having that difficulty means that you need access to a mentorship program and material that really gives you the blueprint to be able to prepare well for the examination and pass the exam in record time. Because we don't have time to do multiple resits. Okay, that's not the objective. We don't have time for multiple resits. So how do we get you to cross the line at first attempt, all other things being equal? And that is where our platform comes in. One of the things you must understand is the way we design our online portal, especially the mobile application. Recently, I mean, data has become an expensive commodity, especially in our part of the world. Even if you're able to buy the data, the network has become a problem for most people. And so because of that, we have designed our mobile application to take off the headache from you. What does that mean? It means that when you enroll in your course and download the Nhyira Premium mobile application on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, you sign in, you get access to your course's content. What you then have to do is to download. So the first step is the batch download. So you download the videos. So maybe you have difficulty with internet in your house or in your neighborhood or somewhere, or you are outside in the outskirts of town. Okay, so when you get access to the internet, you batch download the videos, and everything is happening in the mobile application, either on the Google Play Store, Android, or the Apple App Store for Apple users, iPhone users, in respect of that. So you batch download. Now, once you download the videos, it means that now you can have uninterrupted playback, and it is zero bandwidth reliance. What does that mean? It means you no longer have to use internet to watch the playback of the videos in the mobile application. So there is no need to say, hey, Nhyira, my network is bad. My network is bad. It's challenging. I cannot study. No, we've taken all of that off from you. So once you get access to some Wi-Fi somewhere or a network somewhere, you download, then now you can study everywhere, anytime, as much as you want, without the need for the internet. And that is a game-changing accessibility in our mobile application. Now, in addition to our courses, you also get access to the key summary videos, which are in the mobile application. Now, the key summary videos allows you to go through the syllabus in record time. So something that would have ordinarily taken like 16 weeks, 15 weeks, the key summary videos will help you to go through it in record time to understand the basic principles, the basic concept. Once you understand the basic principles and basic concept, the next thing then is to expose yourself to questions with our practice question courses or our live practice question available on the website that you can get access to. So that is something I want you to really leverage to be able to study around the clock. So once you download the video, wherever you are, you can start studying. You can start studying, and you don't need internet again. And you can watch the videos over and over and over again to help you to really pass the examination. So that is something I want you to understand. And the storage, everything is built into our mobile application. So it is not like the video is downloaded and being consumed on your phone. In that case, so the storage management, everything is managed right in our mobile application, so you don't have to worry about that. So that is a key thing you must understand, the zero bandwidth environment that I need you to be mindful of. The final thing that I quickly want to run through with you is going to be what we do here. You see, our fee is a one-time payment, and that's all. So once you make payment for your course, that is all. And what you get access to is to join the live lectures, which will be starting on Monday. And then you get offline lectures to be able to watch in the mobile application. We'll be having our mock examination sessions. You'll be joining our executive revision masterclass 2 weeks before the examination. And you'll be getting access to our examination analysis document as well to help you to narrow down on the key issues that you have to focus on. So your one-time payment covers everything. We don't charge students for intervention. We don't do intervention. What we do is our executive reaching masterclass, which is a 2 weeks masterclass that we do to spend time with our students. So it's not open to the public. So we don't do intervention, and you don't have to pay anything for that. It is everything is just handled already. So once you make your payment for your enrollment, boom, you get access to all of these, joining the live lectures, getting access to the playback of the videos, joining our executive leadership masterclass, getting mentorship sessions, and also being able to be guided with our examination analysis document so you can go to the exam or write the exam with confidence, and most importantly, pass the examination. So that is the key thing that I want you to understand in respect of that. And our executive leadership masterclass is 2 weeks to the exam. And as I said, you don't have to pay anything for that. In addition to these, certainly we have the books available that you can get access to if you want. So we have our books available: public sector, taxation, management accounting, advanced auditing, financial reporting, corporate reporting, strategic case study. We have all the books available, financial management available, that you can get access to if you are interested in respect of that. So briefly, this is just something I want to highlight. There are other issues available, and you can get them because we've already shared this document with you on our WhatsApp platform as well as in the Nhyira Premium network. So you have access to this document. I just want to highlight a few things for you as we prepare into the examination. I see some of you guys joining. You are welcome. If there are any questions you have for me, specifically something you want to take my thoughts on, please put it in the comment section or the chat for me. Those of you joining on Microsoft Teams, you can raise your hand. I'll bring you up, then you can speak or ask any questions that you have for me on the stream today. I'm seeing some comments coming up. I'm going to be bringing them up in a moment as we get excited into the discussion. The new people, I believe that everybody is aware of how Microsoft Teams works. So you will see a reaction below your screen, depending on the screen you are using to join. And the reaction, you will see hearts, you will see smiling, you will see raise your hand. So in case you have something and you want to ask a question, you can raise your hand. I'll get a notification. Then I'll bring you up so you can ask your questions. Alternatively, you can also put it in the comment section or the chat for me, and I'll be able to bring that also up as we proceed in the discussion today. So I'm seeing some comments coming up. Let me bring that up quickly, and then we can get excited into I don't know. Hey, any discounts today? Okay. Patrick, which subject are you registering for? Send a message on WhatsApp. Send a message on WhatsApp, Patrick. If you are registering for maybe more than 2 papers or something like that, or 2 papers and above, you may get some. How much? Okay, so you will get some discounts. So Patrick, send a message on WhatsApp. My assistant will help you so you can get a discount. Exclusive right now, like exclusive for today. It's not like you come on after Easter, you come and say, oh Sharon, watch the video and you say you give discount to people. No, it's valid for just this moment. It's valid for just this moment. So be careful of that. Fatima, sorry if I don't mention your name right, okay? Please forgive me. Fatima said, good evening, sir. Good evening, Fatima. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us on the stream. Olero said, I'm in South Sudan. Can I join? It depends on what you are studying. Olero, send us a message on WhatsApp. If what you are studying and your syllabus aligns with our courses structure or content, then certainly you'll be able to get access to join in respect of that. So please send us a message and you'll be guided in that case. Hello, Nhyira. Please, do you have any package for ACCA students? Yes, we do, but our ACCA lectures are on private basis. Unfortunately, we don't have a regular class for ACCA because it's more of we don't have a lot of students coming in for that. So I think my sound here it's not good. Give me a sound. It's like my sound is messing me up. My sound is messing me up a little bit. My sound is currently coming in from the MacBook, which is horrible. So something like We good? We good? All right, so I think my sound should be up now. Had a little problem with set here. Hey, we are seeing who. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so I was trying to address some questions in the comments. Microsoft team, let me know if my sound is okay and you can hear me pretty well. Microsoft team, let me know. If there are any questions, you put it in the comment section or the chat for me. You can also raise your hand, those of you with me on Teams. And then if there are any questions, I can bring you up. Okay? Those of you with me on Teams. So check the other adapter, okay? This one is off, so check the other one. Okay, so let's see. I was looking at some few questions. Let's see if I can bring something else up. Then we go. Even in Nhyira, here is Chawe from Zambia. I do enjoy your lectures and I'm doing FR and auditing at the same time. How can I join your class? Yeah, FR and audit, you can join our class for that. We don't have regular class for audit, like audit and assurance. Our live lectures are for advanced audit and assurance. So you can get financial reporting, get access to our content, and get access to everything to be able to study. Let me sit well, to be able to study pretty well in respect of that. A study plan and get an understanding of everything. So let me confirm that quickly for you in the app. Oh, it's also available on the website, I think so. So no problem. Okay. So for any course at all that you have enrolled in, right? Any course at all that you have enrolled in, we have the session there called Study Plan and Course Overview. Please make sure you watch that video, okay, that session. It has the course overview. So whatever subject that you have enrolled in, you'll be able to see the overview, the key areas, the way you can prepare study plan. All of that is available. So public sector, financial reporting, whatever subject that you have enrolled in, you will see this available there in that case, okay? In the mobile application as well as on the website. So please make sure you watch that video, possibly before the commencement of the live lectures, because it's going to be helping you. I'm not going to be doing a lengthy work on that because I want you to use the time or the videos there to do, so that when you finish watching and you need some assistance to be able to prepare a study plan, then we can assist you in respect of that. Do you get the idea? So after watching, you need an assistant to be able to prepare your study plan, then we can help you with that. Now, the study plan is different from the timetable, okay? The timetable is what we have shared with you, where you see that, oh, Monday, you have public sector, Friday, you have financial reporting, that kind of thing. Okay, that's timetable. So if you want to study on your own, you don't need a timetable. What you need is a study plan. So what's the difference? As I mentioned, the timetable is okay. So let me do a quick snapshot of this for you, because this is an important thing that we are setting ourselves up for the examination generally. So you need to look at your schedules, look at what you are doing, and say that, okay, based on what I'm doing, I can do personal studies on maybe Mondays, and then maybe Thursdays. The goal is to have between 12 to 15 hours every week, personal study. 12 to 15 hours by yourself for personal studies. So just let's keep it simple, okay? Let me just keep it simple for you. So let's say you say, oh, you can study on Monday, Thursdays, and probably you can get some bonus on Sundays. So this is the approach for the preparation of the study plan. So you can have Monday, Thursday, and Sunday to study. Okay, what time? Give and take. Let's say that you say, okay, Nhyira, on Monday, I'm gonna be doing possibly Monday dawn. It means that when you sleep Sunday, Monday, you're gonna do maybe 4 a.m. Don't make it ridiculous. Just 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, okay? Especially when you are starting. So don't make it ridiculous. So let's say 1 hour. So 4 to 5 a.m. on Mondays. On Thursdays, you're going to be having some time in respect of that. So maybe you do after work. So when you close from work, you're going to stay at the office for 1 hour, 2 hours, something like that. So let's say that, okay, you can do 6 p.m. This is self-study, not joining live lectures, to maybe 7 p.m. Okay, because you want to die down the traffic. Because, you know, when you leave the office early, you'll be in the traffic for 2 hours. It's a total waste of everybody's time. So maybe you can stay back, right, for some extra 1 hour, 1.5 hours, so that the traffic will die down a little bit. Then you spend less time in the traffic, okay? Because if you do that for a long period of time, it has psychological, emotional, and, various other damages on your life. Especially if you're not driving your car and you are not in an air-conditioned vehicle. I mean, that's worse. If you're in public transport, the fumes and everything going into your nose, I mean, you are just carrying a lot of diseases at the end of the day. But, so 7 to this. Then on Sunday, after eating banku and okra stew or fufu and abenkwan, whatever the heck you're going to eat, you're going to do maybe Sunday some miracles, maybe around 7 p.m. to maybe 8 p.m. again on Sunday. So again, this thing is personalized. The study plan is personalized, but I'm just giving you a freestyle. So you got to sit down and say, what days do I have? What days can I work on my own? What days do I have that I can flex around and do my own stuff? This is aside the regular lectures that you are going to be attending based on the timetable. And so once we have our days and our time, now we need to look at the subjects. So let's say that this is Kukua. Okay, so we are doing it for Kukua. And Kukua is writing financial reporting and then public sector accounting and finance. Okay, so financial reporting and public sector accounting and finance. So here, you need a breakdown of financial reporting. And that is what I said, the course overview video, you must watch it. So when it comes to financial reporting, what are the thematic issues about financial reporting? So you need a breakdown. Because you cannot say, oh, Monday I have FR. Thursday I'll do PSA. Sunday I'll do FR small and PSA small. Okay, so when you pick the FR book or you go to the FR lecture, what are you learning? Do you see how bizarre that is? Because that will put a lot of weight on you. And that is why the study plan is not going to be doing FRPSA. No, we're going to break down the syllabus. So when we take, say, financial reporting, what are the thematic issues in financial reporting? Okay. The thematic issues, number one, we need the accounting standards. So we come to the IFRS masterclass. What's happening? IFRS masterclass. This is where you're looking at the accounting standards. I'll come back to this in a moment. Number two is ratio analysis. Number three is the theory issues in financial reporting. Okay, conceptual framework, regulatory framework, and various other things. Number four is going to be the issue about single entity financial statement. This is where you are preparing the financial statement for companies. Then number 5 is question number 1, which is consolidated financial statement. So this is the breakdown, and this is how your exam is going to be. The consolidation is question 1. The IFRS is question 2. The single entity question is question 3. The ratio analysis is question 4. Then the theories in financial reporting is question 5. So this is the breakdown of your syllabus. Now, that's too broad. We need to get it even much downward. Okay, so we take the accounting standards. In order for you to pass financial reporting, corporate reporting, you need to thrive on the accounting standards very well. So majority of the time that you spend must be on mastering the accounting standards. Listen, if you can understand the accounting standards, I can guarantee you're going to be good. Easy. You're going to be good. And the standards are easy. And that is one thing why, that's one of the reasons why we say you do financial reporting and PSA together. Because in the PSA too, we have IPSAS, accounting standards. Then in financial reporting, we have the accounting standards also here. And so you are learning hand in hand, and that becomes much easier for you to be able to pass the examination at the end of the day. So let's take the IFRS masterclass. What are the accounting standards you need to be mindful of? Okay. We need to first put them into the brackets that they are in. The first group is called non-current asset accounting standards. So you see what I'm doing here? What I'm doing here is breaking down the syllabus. So what is going to happen at the end of the day is that when we come back to our study plan, and we're going to prepare the study plan over 12 weeks, right? We're going to share a sample of the study plan with you so you see how it is. I don't know if I can pull it up quickly to show you. Let's see if I can pull it up. Give me a sec. For privacy reasons, I'm going to go into my drive. So just give me a sec. Let's see if I can pull it up quickly. Let's see. She wanted a God created by human hand. She wanted a God dependent on an immortal man. I'm having a problem accessing my drive. I don't know why. Oh, my iPad is full of Ebaze. Charlie, Bedekai. Please give me a sec. Let's see if I can create some real estate here for my iPad to breathe a little bit. Recently deleted. Give me facial recognition. Delete permanently. Please bear with me. Maybe why? Don't worry. Nhyira is going to come right now. So study plan. I thought I had opened it up already, so I don't know, it wasn't in my slide. Good, I have it. Let's go. It's a free document available online. It's not like something I created, okay? So it's a free document available online. We're going to be sharing it with you as well. So this is how the study plan looks like. So this is for 16 weeks. You are going to do for 12 weeks because we have 12 weeks from Monday to the first week in July that you are going to be writing the exam. So this is the 12 weeks. So you see that we have the days available, the time available, and every week what you are studying. So that's a sample of the study plan. So now when you come, Monday, you have FR on Monday. But what are you learning in FR in the first week? So for each session, what are you studying? That is where that's what study plan is about. So you are going to break down everything that we are talking about here, from the standards, the ratios, the theory issues, right? The single entity, the financial the consolidated financial statement. You are going to break these down. Then you put them in the study plan. So that now Monday morning, when you wake up Monday morning, 4 a.m., when your alarm goes off 3:45, and you wake up, brush your teeth or whatever, prepare some tea or something like that, and you sit down to study, you have FR, but possibly that day you are going to be focusing on some of the non-current asset accounting standards. Maybe IAS 36 and IAS 38. So in that 1 hour, maybe you watch the summary video in the mobile application on IAS 36 and IAS 38. Then from there, you can start solving questions. Then if there are any things that you don't have, you don't understand or you want clarity on, you write it down. Then you book a session to be able to be assisted in respect of that. That is what study plan is. And so for our journey towards the July 2026 examination, you need to commit yourself that, hey, you're going to put up 12 to 15 hours minimum a week by yourself to study. Listen, don't wait 2 weeks to the exam, 3 days to the exam, and think you can attend any class and you will pass the exam. You will fail. Okay? I've seen this movie over and over again. It won't work. But break down everything. So you see what I'm doing here? 4 a.m., 1 hour, maybe 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, here a little, there a little. Okay? You sow the seed in the morning, but in the night you're not going to sleep because you don't know which one will turn out to be good. So that is what I want you to work on, number one. So watch the course overview and study plan in the mobile application or the website for whatever subject that you have enrolled in. Watch the video. Then we will share with you in the group this sample of the study plan. So that will guide you to be able to prepare your own. When you finish watching the video and you need some assistance on preparing the study plan, you'll be guided. But you see, at the end of the day, all of these things, it's not about smoke without fire. There must be fire somewhere. So it's not like you're going to do, hey, I've prepared study plan. Hey, giddy. You won't do anything. No. So you need to be committed and say, hey, listen, if Thursday you're going to do 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., if Sunday you're going to do 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., unless you're on a sick bed or you have to be in an emergency room because your brother or your daughter, your wife, your husband or something like that is sick, you're going to do this. You are not going to substitute any of these sessions for extra sleep. You're not going to substitute any of these sessions for, oh, Charlie, Charlie, I'm tired. Charlie, 12 weeks, let's go. No. So having the study plan is good, but you will need commitment to be able to pull this whole thing up at the end of the day. That's all. You need to be committed. That's all. Because you see, everything you need to pass the examination is already available at your disposal. Everything you need to pass the exam is available at your disposal. You have access to the previous lectures, okay? You have access to the key summary videos. You will be joining the live lectures. You have access to the live practice questions. And you will get access to be able to also book mentorship sessions for questions, answers, and challenges that you have. So if you are committed and you are willing, you should be able to pass the examination. So all I want to say is this. July 2026 is going to be here. The exam will be written in the first week of July. To be specific, that is going to be from the 6th of July to 10th of July. That's when you're going to write the exam. And so 12 weeks from Monday to go. If you are willing to work hard, put in the work and put in the effort, you can pass the examination. That's it. So this is what I mean by the study plan. So that's the first thing you need. Not timetable, study plan. As I said, you can watch the full video in your course because it's available there. Then you will we will share this document also with you. It's a free document available. You can just Google ACCA Study Planner. You will download this a PDF file, but we'll share it with you as well. Then if you need an assistance to be helped to put it together, or you prepare it and you want me to see it, as I said, just be realistic. See, don't lie to yourself and say, I'm going to sit down 3 hours and study. No. You know you won't do it. You know that 3 hours is 99.9% of the time is unrealistic. So don't overwhelm yourself. If you get goosebumps and one or two of the sessions you go beyond the scheduled time, that's a plus. But let's be realistic. Maybe 1 hour, 45 minutes. 1 hour, 45 minutes. So sometimes maybe at the office, break. Maybe you are not going for lunch or something like that because you are fasting or something like that. You can just go to your office or sit by your desk, put on your headphone, and you are watching some lectures, the key summary videos. So maybe the break is an hour or 45 minutes. You are using that time to study. Here a little, there a little. If you can do this consistently over the 12 weeks, listen, there is no way you will go to the exam hall and not pass the examination. Because you see, the ICAG examination has reached a point where if your level of intellect is not at a higher pedigree, you're going to fail the exam. Gone are the days where you can just do, yanom, muntie, and go and pass the exam. Gone are the days where you can solve past questions, ICA past questions, and then when you go to the exam hall, voila, you will pass. No. This time around, the questions are heavy, quality, tough, and they require high level of intellectual capacity, understanding of the syllabus to pass the examination. So please, for the next 12 weeks, my request to all of you is this. First, if you have not already, prepare a study plan. If you need assistance, reach out. You'll be able to be given directives to book a session with me. We will walk you through a number of things, personalized, customized for you, and then guide you in the next 12 weeks. But all these things, you need to be committed. When do you want to become a chartered accountant? Ask yourself right now, when do you want to become a chartered accountant? 10 years from now? How old will you be? 5 years from now? How many promotions will you miss? You cannot do 10 years from now. Me neighbor, you cannot do 5 years from now. No. All other things being equal, you can do this in a year. I've seen many people come through, do it. You can do this in a year because exams are written 3 times. So you can do it in a year. Let's give you some grace. Okay, let's give you some grace. 2 years, tops. It's okay. There is a man in our office. He wrote the ICA exam 10 years before he charted. So that is the story you want to go with. When the scriptures say that we are redeeming the time because the days that we are in are evil, you didn't hear that one. We are redeeming the time. So if somebody took 10 years to do something, you should be able to do it in 2 years, in 1 year. That gives you the leverage to get the promotion, to get the opportunities to advance your life and focus on other equally important things in your life. It will be frustrating, disgraceful, shameful, and too much confusion taking 10 years to do ICA. So I want to challenge you. And I want to impress on you. Don't hear the negative story of, it took me 10 years. Hey, 10. No. Those things don't impress me. If you take 10 years to do something that somebody did in a year or two, That person who did it in a year or two will go ahead of you. And there are some of you, your promotions will be missed. Your next level in life will be missed, all because you are taking longer on this journey. Why are you taking longer on this journey? Because you lack commitment. You lack discipline. You are always full of excuses. You're not ready to go the extra mile. Listen, distractions are everywhere. They are going to come. But you must put it in your mind that I want to do this thing in a record time. There is a new series I won't watch. Friends are having birthday parties. I won't go. Yes, they will call me names. I don't care. Because you cannot be everything and achieve anything in your life. People will call you name. You there, if something happens, you won't attend. Our classmate, his wedding, you won't go. Our birthday party, you won't come. You too, if you are married, we won't come. I don't care. Don't come. Because I am advancing. And once I'm advancing, I'm going to meet different kinds of people that I will surround myself with. Why do you think I will need you? I'm not saying abandon relationships. What I'm saying is that you have to become ruthless of your time if you want to become successful in life. And you cannot do 10 years. You cannot do 5 years. At least, or at most, let's do 2 years. It's a challenge you got to give yourself. Is it possible? Yes. I've seen many people over the last decade under my mentorship do this in a year, and they were still even in school doing their degree, and they do this in a year. Why can't you? Why are you taking 10-year story? Why wouldn't you take the 2-year story? The 1-year story? That one, you don't like it. ICAG, you have to be writing it. You have to be writing it. You don't know. By the grace of God, you pass. I say, ICAG is difficult too. I've been on this journey, sir. It took me 10 years. Hey, now, by the grace of God, I've chatted. Don't waste 8 years on doing something that you could have done in 1 year. The most expensive commodity in the world is your time. It's not a car you have. It's not a house you've built. It's not a phone you are using. The most expensive commodity in the world is your time. So every time you have to find a way to bridge the gap, and you have to ask yourself, what I am doing right now, is it advancing my life? Will it take me to the next level? Is it drawing me closer to my goals? Is it going to help me? Or is it just a waste of time? So it's not a motivational speech, okay? I don't do motivation. I do reality check. I don't have time for motivation. If you need someone to motivate you, you are not serious in life. Because the motivation will stop. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, it's discipline that will work. It's commitment that will work. So I don't do motivation. This is not a motivational speech. This is a reality check. You have to decide. Do you want the 10-year story or you want the 1-year story? Which one do you want? Imagine 2027 about this time. You have chatted. Imagine it. Close your eyes. And imagine that 2027 about this time, you are walking to the podium to take your certificate. Just close your eyes. Imagine that. When you go to bed every morning, when you wake up every morning, imagine that. It will change your life. It will change the way you do things. Because that's how successful people do their things. So decide today, 10-year story or 2-year story. Which one do you want? It's in your court. I can help you. It's my job to do it in 1 year. If you're lazy a little bit, we could hold you for 2. But when you decide to go beyond that angle, the journey becomes frustrating. It becomes frustrating. And so that is a challenge I want to throw at you. That whatever I'm saying here, preparing study plan, getting access to the content, committing yourself and everything, is setting a deadline. Because some of you, your promotion is hanging because of this certificate. Yeah. And then they will bring somebody. You're going to say, look at me. I've been in this company. Look at me. They brought this small girl because she's a chartered accountant. Because I've not chartered, so I can't get it. Because, you think chartering is talk? So because I've not chartered, so I can't get a promotion. What is this? How about my experience? Even this person you've brought, cry, he has chartered, he doesn't know anything. I'm the one who is doing all the job. Yeah. But you have not chartered. So you do all the job, and that person takes all the glory and takes more salary, have more respect and everything, and you are always miserable. You are always bitter. Don't bring your bitterness on people. Look into the mirror and say, I am responsible and I will change this story in 1 year. Please help me, God. And He will. So that's all I want you to do. Put yourself in that position. Don't go for the 10-year story. Don't go for the 5-year story. We are going for Operation 2 years, wherever you are at. Some of you, next year, March, by this time, you should be chartered. Because if you write July, you have the opportunity to write in November. You have the opportunity to write in March. So we have 3 examination dates to go. If you're in level 2, you can still finish and become a chartered accountant next year by this time. Imagine that. Just imagine it. So that is something I want to impress on you. And as I said, definitely if you need any assistance about something, don't hesitate to reach out. Okay? Our support team is available. You reach out. If it means that you are going to be needing some assistance, certainly you'll be guided. You'll be able to book a session with me, and then I'll have you on a call, and then we'll talk through and then give you the guidelines, what you need to do, what you need to put in place, the things you have to consider, how you need to reorganize and restructure your life, your schedule, and everything to put you in the position mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically to go into the exam hall and pass the examination. Because we can do this. Next year, about this time, you should be preparing to go for graduation party. It's not a prophecy, so don't say amen and go and sleep. I said you should be preparing. It means if you work it out, God will move in your favor. So don't just say amen and go and sleep and be eating banku and okra stew. That's all. So that's it about that, and that's what I want to really drive your attention on in respect of that. So please watch the key summary, watch the video on study plan and those things. Get a breakdown of each of the courses. That will guide you to be able to prepare your study plan. And as I said, we are doing 12 weeks. So your study plan is going to be on the 12 weeks. This document will be shared with you. But all these things, you must be committed to be able to get into it. And then certainly have the vision that you can do this in less than a year. Don't listen to any bogus story that somebody will come and tell you at the office or in your church. At your church, you can do it in the shortest possible time. Any other questions for me before I go on to the next thing? I'm seeing some chats coming up here on YouTube. I don't know if I can address them. Any other questions for me? Those of you who are with me on Microsoft Teams, you can raise your hand if you have any question. I'll bring you up. You can also put it in the chat for me if you have any other questions. What is this? Raphael. Oh, let me see. Why is the text too small? Give me a sec. What does this say? Okay, it says, good evening, Nhyira. Here is Charles Young. Blah, blah, blah. Enjoy your lectures. Oh, okay, I think I've answered this already. The ACCA, I said you can reach out. We have the financial reporting available. And then this is, why are my texts showing smaller here? I need it to be a little bigger. Shrink box. Okay. Hello, Nhyira. I am writing only public sector in 2 and all level 3. I want to write 2 in the next sitting. What is your advice? Uh, if you have public sector and you want to write 2, then you can add corporate reporting. Okay, so you can do public sector accounting and finance and then corporate reporting. CR. Sounds good? The reason is because there is IPSAS here. You're going to have 20 marks on IPSAS, dedicated. And then there are accounting standards here, IFRS, 20 marks, or 30. In corporate reporting is 30 marks. Now, most of the IFRSs are just mirrored in the IPSAS. So it will help you in the accounting standards. Although in corporate reporting we have some exclusives, it will help you to be able to study the standards pretty well, as it will be applied in the 2 subjects in respect of that. So you can do corporate reporting and public sector if you want to do that. That's the recommendation. Okay. That is from Redeem It. Okay. Redeem It. Let me know if you get the explanation. And then because of the nature of the combination, public sector, quite some significant portions of reading and calculation, 40 marks coming in. Financial reporting has calculations as well as some theory aspects as well coming in. So it's a balanced mix of the standards, balanced mix of course content as well to help you to really understand what you are doing very well at the end of the day. Okay, so that's it for you. What else do I have? Abraham _ OKP said, thank you, Nhyira. It's a pleasure. Abraham again said, Nhyira, please, what are the prices for the books for FM and MA? Prices for the books. Let me check. I don't know whether we have that available. Okay, it's not here. I think you can message and it should be given. That, but let me cross check and tell you quickly. You another God curated books. Oh, we are seeing who? Who is this? Abraham. Just trying to see. I don't have this off head, so let me see. I think MA is 250, and then FM is 240 or so, something like that. Yeah, 250 and 240. Okay, 250 and 240, I think so. Okay, 250 and 240. Any other questions for me? Put it in the chat or comments for me. So Abraham, 250, 240 for the books. You can send a message on WhatsApp as well. Redeem said, yes, I do. Thanks so much. Okay, it's a pleasure. What else do we have? Ose Deng. Ose, okay, thank you. All right. Welcome. All right. So as we mentioned, the subject combination, I think most of you have had this already. Very important, right? Financial reporting and public sector because of the relationship available. Then certainly MA and FM, also because of the relationship. You make sure that before you write FM, you've done public sector, because there are some public sector issues in MA, there are some public sector issues in FM. So in order not to appear as alien, right? Maybe to be abstract a little bit, it's a 50 marks question though on the public sector side of things in FM, and then also 15 marks in MA, also there in respect of that. But having the fundamentals in public sector is good to help you in that 50 marks public sector issues in MA and FM. So It's just a recommendation that if you are going to be doing MAFM, make sure you've done PSA already, and then it will make the combination very easy, or the study is very easy. Level 3, corporate reporting and advanced audit and assurance. Then you can do strategic case study. Okay, strategic case study, and then advanced taxation. But here's the deal. Like the question that Redeem It asked earlier, if you have, say, principles of taxation, maybe you wrote principles of taxation this date, and you passed, and you are now coming to level 3, then it will be prudent to build on that principles of taxation with advanced taxation. Do you get the idea? So instead of going to do corporate reporting and advanced audit and assurance, it will be better to do advanced taxation and maybe strategic case study first in level 3. The reason is because the principles of tax, you can easily build it on the advanced taxation. Now, the difference between principles of taxation and advanced taxation is really small, like 20 marks difference, because everything in principles of taxation is also in the advanced taxation. Do you get the idea? So maybe you've done principles of taxation in level 2, then you can build it up with advanced taxation and case study, so that the principles of taxation things you've learned doesn't go waste. So best practice here is the 4. But if you have a subject in level 2, then the kind of subject you have in level 2 could trigger the other subjects that you can write in level 3 if you want to add it up to make the journey easier. Like the Redeem It question that he asked earlier, you have public sector in level 2 and you want to add one in level 3, corporate reporting, boom. Because the standards, and it will make the journey much easier. And that's one thing you must understand, the way the subjects connect with each other so that the learning becomes easy. But if you just go with vibes and inshallah and say, oh, I want to write this paper, it will be harder for you. Because some papers are just, integrated with another. So once you do the base one, the other one becomes much easier. When you understand the relationship within the subject also, it helps you to study better and put you in the position to really pass the exam easily. All right? So subject combination also very important. Again, if there are any issues you have, you can really reach out. You'll be assisted in respect of that. Redeem It said, do you have a class for CIT students? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. We are working on that. And so possibly pretty soon, in the near future, we should be able to have that, maybe later this year. So at the moment, no. But in the near future, we will be having, because we are working on the accreditation and various things to be able to get the approval to be able to do that. Okay, any other questions for me? Any other questions for me as we continue? Those of you with me on Teams and those of you who have enrolled in a course already, I hope nobody is having any problem with the portal, right? You're able to watch videos, you're able to download videos, you're able to play videos, and everything is moving smoothly. If not, you can still send a message. You'll be assisted so that you make sure that you don't have any problem at the end of the day. Let's see. Why are these chats not coming in? Sorry. Okay. Now, the final thing I want to quickly share with you on, we've looked at the syllabus, the various things that you have to look out for, the study plan, the subject combination, and various other issues that you need to understand. The last thing I want you to go through, which I talked about a little bit earlier, is the way the subjects are broken down and how you have to study them. So I'm just going to take a number of the subjects, right? And then we will walk through them quickly, and then we'll be off for today and come back tomorrow, God willing, as we continue with these preliminary discussions to prepare you for the session. So let's say you are doing financial reporting. I mentioned something earlier. The whole financial reporting, your ability to pass it, and his senior brother, corporate reporting, your ability to pass it is your understanding of the accounting standards. So if you are writing or you are preparing to write financial reporting and corporate report or corporate that way, goal should be, how can I understand the accounting standards? Because here is the deal. If you understand the accounting standards, you're good. FR people, 20 marks dedicated on the standards. Number 2, still FR people, 20 marks question on single entity financial statement. That's standards. Number 3, question 1 on consolidation. The standards will follow you there in the consolidated financial statement. Then in the theory area, you can have 5-mark question on the accounting standards. Then in the question 4 area on evaluation of financial statement, you may have a ratio question where you have to apply accounting standards to adjust the financial statement before you calculate the ratios and interpret them. That is financial reporting. Okay, let's go to corporate reporting. Corporate reporting, we're going to have 30 marks question. That is question 2 and question 3A on the standards. Dukadaya, like it's waiting for you on the standards. Not only that, we are going to have 20 marks question on the theories as well. Now, that 20 marks theory, 5 of that can be a standard question. Then we go to reconstruction and business valuation. The accounting standards will chase you in these 2 areas. Then we come to consolidated financial statement. The standards will chase you there. So the anchor that holds financial reporting and corporate reporting will be the standards. It is for this reason why we are going to be spending time to really go through the standards well. But in addition to that, the key summary videos in the mobile application will be important for you. So leverage the key summary videos to help you to go through the standards. Then we have the practice question courses available that you can get access to. That also helps you to go through the various issues that you must understand generally at the end of the day. Because the practice question courses, I don't know if we have that open anywhere. Here will help you. So once you use the key summary videos, understand the principles, now you need to expose yourself to questions, as many questions as possible. So we have the key summary videos, the practice question courses available for financial reporting and corporate reporting here. Available. I think some of you have already enrolled in it. That way, we have numerous questions. Live lectures will not allow us to solve as many questions as possible. But now the key summary videos will give you the opportunity to go through everything, and then the practice question courses will also help you to solve a lot of questions. So you can see the principles at play in various areas. So your key takeaway when it comes to financial reporting and corporate reporting is the accounting standards. If you can be strong in the accounting standards, financial reporting and corporate reporting, everything else will fall in their pleasant places. Because everything else is knitted in the standards. In some examination diets, you are going to be applying 70 or 80% of accounting standards to the questions. Above 70%. So if you are weak on the standards, you cannot do single entity financial statements. If you are weak on the standards, consolidation will be a struggle. If you are weak on the standards, evaluation of financial statement may be a struggle. If you are weak on the standards, financial reconstruction or business valuation will be a problem. So as a financial reporting or corporate reporting student, your desire, your goal, your dream should be, how can I understand the standards? And that is where the key summary videos in the mobile application will be helpful. And so get a notepad. Okay? Get a notepad or a notebook, or maybe you have an iPad and you put the principles down. Everything is about principles. So when you take a standard like IAS 36, what are the principles? Impairment of assets. When you take IAS 38, what are the principles? You know the principles, then you expose yourself to questions to see how the principles are applied in practice. And that is why I said earlier that you have to commit between 12 to 15 hours every week if you want to pass this exam easily. 12 to 15 hours every week by yourself studying if you want to pass the exam. No excuses, no cutting of corners. Yeah, we know you are a family person. You are married. You have children. Every day you have to cook for your husband and all of those things. Yeah. Still creates room to study. Speak with your husband. Speak with your spouse. Let them help you in some of the ways so you can have some time to rest and have some time to study. Oh, Nhyira, you don't know. My spouse doesn't support me. That one is your own thing. I didn't ask you to go and marry your spouse. But that is what I'm saying. You need to create the time to be able to study. So, financial reporting, corporate reporting, standards. If you are doing management accounting, then in order to pass the management accounting examination, there are a couple of things you must be mindful of. Unlike financial reporting and corporate reporting, where we can die literally on the standards and everything will be okay, all other things being equal, in management accounting, the rule is a little bit different. So in management accounting, there are some thematic fundamental issues that you must understand. The first one is this topic called cost classification. This is what sets the tone for you as a management accounting student. It starts the journey on how management accounting is. Cost classification. Number 2 is going to be accounting for overheads. It's going to be building on the cost classification to take you to another level. Then the costing systems. The costing techniques, which is absorption costing, marginal costing, and then activity-based costing. As a management accounting student, before we get goosebumps on anything at all, these 3 topics, you must know them. These will set you up for everything else in management accounting. If you're not good in cost classification, you have problem with accounting for overheads, then these costing techniques. Now, we have costing methods. The costing methods are job costing, batch costing, process costing, those things. Those are the costing methods. But the costing techniques, absorption costing, marginal costing, activity-based costing. When you are solid and you understand these very well, the other topics in management accounting, it will just be easy for you. So fundamentally, these are the things you must start with. And so during our live lectures, certainly we're going to be starting with these things, fundamental issues. Because we can have dedicated questions on these in the exam hall, and we could also be required to apply the knowledge from these topics in budgeting, in variance analysis, in performance measurement, in the management accountant's role in public sector. And these are all 15 marks areas. And the way you excel in those areas is the understanding you get from these 3 topics. So as a management accounting student, this is your foundation. So again, with the key summary videos, we have videos on all of these. So if you are writing management accounting, you can start looking at them. Once you are okay with these things, especially these 3 guys here, absorption, marginal, and activity-based costing. But if you don't understand cost classification and accounting for overheads, this place will be useless. So we start from cost classification and build our road up generally into some of these areas. Once you're okay with this, we can go to short-term decisions because you'll be using marginal costing there. We can go to budgeting because you'll be using absorption costing there. We can go to the role of management accountants in the public sector because we are using marginal costing there. We can go to the performance measurement because you are going to be using either marginal costing or absorption activity-based costing there. So these are the pillars that will hold you in management accounting. Finally, PSAF, Public Sector Accounting and Finance. If you are writing Public Sector Accounting and Finance, what is it that you must perfect to pass public sector? There's a question here or a comment here. Let's see if I can address it. Gideon from Microsoft Teams said, key summary videos, IAS2 inventory A is empty or not plain. Really? I gotta hike somebody. Let me try to check right now. Okay, give me a sec, Gideon. Somebody is gonna be in trouble. La 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 la. Key summary videos. IAS2A. Oh, bruh. The video is there. Next accounting standard, and we are looking at Boga, the video is there. Gideon. So I don't know, maybe check. I don't know why. Maybe check. The video is there. It's playing. Because the key summary videos, there are things we don't want to screw about. So I was a little bit taken aback when you mentioned that. It's working now. Okay, that's okay. All right. So let's go. So public sector accounting and finance. In public sector accounting and finance also, just like management accounting, there is no one thing that we can say if you are good, then public sector will be easy. So in public sector, there are a combination of stuff here. The first one is certainly IPSAS, International Public Sector Accounting Standards. The second thing is going to be this topic, which is called Revenue Management and Expenditure Control. Revenue Management and Expenditure Control. The third thing will be the Public Financial Management Act 2016, Act 921, Nhyira. At 896 is the Income Tax Act. All right. So, to pass public sector accounting and finance, you got to be strong in the IPSAS. The reason why that is important is because you will be calling on IPSAS for 20 marks, question 2, 20 marks, question 1. The financial statement preparation in public sector, the footnotes, you'll be calling on some of the IPSAS. Because now, public sector has been mirrored like financial reporting in the private sector. So, when we are preparing the final account for a covered entity or the central government as a whole, the footnotes, majority of the things in the footnote, you would have to call on accounting standards. So, potentially, the IPSAS is getting us 20 marks. Now, to help us with that question 1 area is going to be this topic, revenue management and expenditure control. Now, you may not have a dedicated question on that topic, revenue management and expenditure control, but it is needed for you to understand the IPSAS and also the question 1 financial statement preparation. So, you got to be strong in the IPSAS. Again, that is why in the mobile application, we have lectures on the IPSAS. So you go to the key summary videos and look at the IPSAS. The truth of the matter is that time will not permit us to cover all the accounting standards, whether in financial reporting, corporate reporting, or public sector accounting and finance. The time will not permit us on the live call to cover everything. And nuntina, you have to go ahead and start doing. And I say this all the time because I don't want you to go to the exam and go and see something and say, oh, Nhyira didn't teach me. No. I'll be telling you, and I'll keep telling you. Time will not permit us to cover all the standards. That's the reality. Because if I say I'm teaching all the standards, we'll use all the 12 weeks to do all the standards. But that's not realistic. So we are going to cover some, but that is why we have the key summary videos available. So you go ahead and look at the other ones, because you're going to be looking at quite a significant portion of the standards. Then the other ones, you're going to be looking at them on your own. If there are any questions you have, you reach out and you'll be assisted. That is very important. Then the Public Financial Management Act 2016 Act 921. Download this act. For the public sector accounting student, a lot of the things we are going to be referring this act, because a lot of the things you're going to be doing will be coming from here. I mean, budgeting, we're going to be referring to it. The role of key public officers, we're going to be referring to it. And a lot of other things we'll be referring to the act. So download it. Just Google Public Financial Management Act 2016 Act 921. It should be part of your materials, because a lot of the things there are in your syllabus that you are going to be applying or calling on in the exam or at the end of the day. And so to pass public sector accounting and finance, I would say these three things are the foundations, because we have three more issues available in public sector. PIFA, 10 marks. Okay, public expenditure and financial accountability frameworks. Then we have budgeting, another 10 marks coming up. And then evaluation of financial statement, like what we call ratio analysis in the private sector, FR class, CR class. That's 20 marks coming in. So those are other issues that you're going to be seeing in the examination. But then the foundations, the IPSAS, financial statement, revenue management, Public Financial Management Act, those things are going to set us up for the other aspects of the syllabus that you must understand. So that is also what you must be mindful of when we talk about public sector accounting and finance. So, financial reporting, corporate reporting, what's the break point? The standards. If you can commit yourself, be good in the standards, you're going to be good. Management accounting, we cannot just pick any one thing, but we will pick three things. Cost classification, accounting for overheads, and then certainly the issue in respect of the costing techniques. Then public sector accounting and finance. Again, we cannot just pick one thing, but we have to look at a combination of a number of things in respect of that. Yes, certainly some of the other subjects, we'll address them as we proceed in the discussion tomorrow and begin with the masterclass discussions in the next sessions as we continue with the discussion in respect of that. So these are some few things you must understand as well when it comes to the subjects, learning, and everything. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because you need to understand how the examiner thinks, how your examination is structured, and most importantly, what you are going to be seeing in the exam hall. So you can take some of the chief examiner's report and read yourself for financial reporting and corporate reporting. And the examiner has raised this concern over and over again that students ignore the fact that over 70% of the questions in financial reporting, corporate reporting are based on the accounting standards. It's not me saying it. That's the chief examiner. Why? Because the standards represent the bedrock for financial reporting and corporate reporting, and I've illustrated that to you. Management accounting, same idea. If these foundations are not built, forget it. You get zero. And certainly there is an interesting thing about all of this is this thing. English language. Okay? Obro for semenya, you fail the examination. Okay, if your English is not good, you're going to fail the exam, especially in management accounting. It's not a joke. Okay, I can laugh about it, but it's not a joke. If your English is weak, you will struggle here. Because you will see the question, you read the question, but if you lack the mental capacity to comprehend the meaning of the question, au revoir, mon ami. So, what am I trying to say? I'm just trying to say that be conscious. When you are looking at questions, when you are looking at the principles, be mindful of the language being used and the meaning, the phrases and the meaning. And as we build the journey, go through the program, during the lectures, you're going to be seeing some of these things. That you read something, in your mind, you would think this is the meaning, but in reality, it is opposite what you are saying. Where you are, like you've thrown yourself away, literally. So, in addition to everything, if your English is weak, you will struggle in public sector. You will struggle in management accounting. You will struggle in advanced audit and assurance. You will struggle in strategic case study. Yeah, that's it. The other subject, you can walk around a little bit with, some calculations and go away, in respect of that. So please, in addition to everything in the next 12 weeks, I'm not saying go read my, my grammar or whatever the heck. I'm just saying that the way the exam is going to be and the context of the subjects will be different from what you think you are familiar with when it comes to the English language. So you need to be careful. That's why when you are studying, you have to be present. So the last thing that probably I will say here is this. You must be present during the lectures. What do I mean by being present? I'm not saying jump on the live call, put the phone down, and be roaming about. Or you are watching the playback, and you're watching, you start playing, then you are jumping around doing something else. That is absolute disaster. Being present means you've locked the time. I have class 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I have class 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. I have class 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. Okay, so this time I have blocked it. My phone is on do not disturb mode or focus mode, or depending on the phone you are using, whatever mode. I have my notebook or my iPad or my tablet or whatever, and I'm locked in and I'm doing my thing. What does that mean? It means you are taking notes during the class. It means you are active and asking questions. Okay, so how will the examiner ask this? Okay, what else is there about this thing? Okay, how does this connect to something I learned earlier in my degree or in my MBA or MSc or whatever the heck? See, being active is important. Why? Because you see, if you can engage a lot of your senses when studying, it increases your memory level. What does that mean? So you are seeing it. So you are seeing, Nhyira is teaching, the lecturer is teaching, we are solving questions. You are hearing it. Then you are actively using your hand and preparing notes. Then you are questioning it, asking questions, trying to interrogate what's going on. You are engaging your senses. That increases your retention more than just sit down. Grandmaster. Yeah, Nhyira is teaching. Yeah, the teacher is teaching. Okay. Then you sit down. You sit down. The whole 3 hours. You don't write anything. Then you get up and go away. Then you sit down the following week. You come again. And yet no me, but obebere. You will struggle. It's not a curse. You will struggle. Because nobody learns like that. So if there is anything, if you are watching the playback or you are joining live lectures, so be present. If you know you cannot be present, be active, don't join the class. Don't start watching the video. Put it aside and focus on the thing you are doing. I've been at the gym several times where you see somebody has joined the class. So he's on the class. Then put the phone somewhere. Then we'll go and lift. Then we'll come and look at the screen. Then we'll go again. Then I sit down, I'm like, who are you deceiving? Because, on the live call, you have to be present because they will mark attendance and then you may get some marks because some lecturers do that, give marks in the university, right, for attendance. So, yeah, I've marked attendance like I'm on the call. She ofe sebi bulo ani yese. Like you are doing something else. So I beg you, this journey of 1 year or 2 years is discipline, commitment, and being present, being active. Don't join the class and be doing something else at the back. Don't be on the call. Don't you're on the call, but you're doing something. Many a times, people don't do anything. Because sometimes you finish teaching, you give an assignment, then you see the response someone writes and sent, you realize that this person was on the call, but was doing something else in the back. Like right now, some of you, maybe you are eating bango and okra stew, or you are conversing or chatting with somebody. What are you doing? So please, if you will be here, be here. If you won't be here, go away. It is your life, not somebody's life. Don't deceive yourself and log on, be wasting data, and pretend that you're on the call, but you're not on the call. Because when an assignment is given and you write absolute garbage and send, you are the one deceiving yourself. The thing I'm learning now, but I don't understand. No. When it was being taught, you were not present. Did you take any notes? No. Did you ask any questions? No. Were you participating in the discussion? No. What were you doing when that topic was being taught? You were playing Sismiludu in the back. You were chatting with your colleagues in the back. How can you intellectually understand what is being taught and pass the examination? You are adults. The only thing I can do is to tell you what is supposed to be done. And if you can do what is supposed to be done, you'll be able to pass the examination and take your life to the next level. That's just it. So that's it about that. And I think I'm going to wrap up around here today. And I think tomorrow we're going to be having a session focusing on some few key issues in financial reporting and corporate reporting. Financial reporting and public sector accounting and finance. We're going to be starting with some thematic discussions, breaking down some of the things that I started with that I didn't talk about. Okay. Going to be breaking down some of the things under this place and then discussing some of the key topics under each of them pretty well in the next session, possibly tomorrow. So you stay tuned and you'll be notified in respect of that to be able to join in that case. Any other questions before we sign off for the day? What else do we have? Let's see if I have any other questions. Ansana. Oh, I thought we were recording on Microsoft Teams. So I can get... Okay, no problem. I think we'll recover it. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your evening. Those of you worrying about the March 2026 results, it's on the way. Okay, maybe it has dropped already, or it will drop tomorrow, or it will come. It will come before you finish celebrating the Easter. Okay, so just relax. It will come, and we wish you all the best in advance. All right. So that's it about that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the like. And I'll see you same time tomorrow as we continue with the discussion. Certainly, you'll be notified. Those of you joining on YouTube, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and share it with others as well. And I'll see you on the next one. Au revoir. Why? Nah.